our immigration system is broken. Families who enter our country the right way and play by the rules watch others flout the rules. Business owners who offer their workers good wages and benefits see the competition exploit undocumented immigrants by paying them far less. All of us take offense to anyone who reaps the rewards of living in America without taking on the responsibilities of living in America. And undocumented immigrants who desperately want to embrace those responsibilities see little option but to remain in the shadows or risk their families being torn apart.
Mothers are worried about their children, children are worried about their fathers. That is not what America should be about.
It's been this way for decades. And for decades, we haven't done much about it.
Hi, my name is Eduardo. We were like kind of poor people, so you have to work really hard, and it was enough to us to live. So he decided, to come here for a better life, because like in my country there's a lot of violence. So especially with the gangs, like always like bullying people, make them pay rents for no reason, killing them. So one day I left my house without telling everybody, and with a friend. And when I was in Guatemala, I called them, yo, I'm going to the United States. So you should help me. I don't want to be in my country anymore. I am scared of my life around me. I'm scared to be killed.
Eduardo is one of an estimated 11 million undocumented immigrants living in the United States. Many of them have suffered hardships to come to this country to find a better life for themselves and their families.
By and large, the most common reason would be that people would like to raise their families in peace. Many people come from countries where there's civil war, or their standard of living isn't what they would like to raise their family in, so they're looking for options, and many of them find their options in coming to the United States.
For a parent to put their child in the hands of smugglers, to go all the way across Mexico to the U.S.-Mexico border, things must be pretty terrible for somebody to make that kind of decision.
In many cases, undocumented immigrants are able to build a better life in America. However, they are in many ways barred from achieving their full potential.
Federal safety net programs like the food stamp program or temporary assistance to needy families are not available to people who are undocumented. Undocumented people can't get subsidies under the Affordable Care Act, but they can buy health insurance on their own. They can go to college. They can access private scholarships. Colleges can provide scholarships to them, but they can't get federal financial aid.
According to the Pew Research Center, 8.1 million undocumented immigrants make up 5.1% of the total U.S. workforce. According to the Social Security Administration, as a whole, they contribute $15 billion a year to Social Security. And over the years, they have contributed $300 billion to the Social Security Trust Fund, an estimated 11%. However, the vast majority of them will not be able to use a single penny of the fund on account of their unauthorized status.
Without Social Security, you get the worst job, even though you knew everything you have to do in the job, but just because you don't have Social Security, you can get the job that other people maybe are getting. You're getting bad paid, you working in bad condition, so you got sometimes abuse, and you have to just stay quiet and not say anything because you don't have legal papers here.
As a result, most undocumented workers are forced to take unskilled and low-paying jobs.
That's who picks our crops. The vast majority of farm workers in the United States are undocumented immigrants. They are very, very present in our service sector, so the people who clean in hotels, the people who clean offices, very often the people who are cooking our food in restaurants, people who are working as caregivers either for our children or for our elders, are very frequently undocumented. So if somehow you could wave a magic wand and the undocumented population were to disappear, the agricultural industry, the service sector, there are whole hosts, segments of our economy which would suffer dramatically. It would hurt our economy tremendously.
We're not here to hurt the United States, we're here to help them. and we want like our dreams to come true. We don't really have to want to hide in the darkness.
They've kind of come to a point where, you know, it's time to consider regularizing your status and getting your permanent residence in the United States, and then some people move on to, after that to even get their U.S. citizenship.
So what can we do to bring people like Eduardo out of the shadows? In 2013, the Bipartisan Border Security, Economic Opportunity, and Immigration Modernization Act was introduced into the Senate by the Bipartisan Gang of Eight.
Number one, you're going to have to undergo a background check. They're going to have to fingerprint you. You're going to have to undergo a background check for national security and for crimes. If you've committed serious crimes, you're not going to qualify for this legalization. You're going to have to pay an application fee. You're going to have to pay a fine because that's a consequence of having violated our immigration laws.
It easily passed the Senate with a 2/3 majority. However, the House leadership never allowed it to be considered in the House. The next president needs to work with Congress to put together a bill that will provide a path to legal status for the 11 million undocumented immigrants in the U.S.
We need to make sure that these people are indistinguishable from any other American. They grew up here, they don't know any other country. They should have the right to be citizens. They should, have the same rights and responsibilities as the rest of us.
I feel that my future is in this country, because I got more opportunities. Like I can go to college and get a degree from them and start working at a company that I know gonna get like 10 times more that I got paid in my country. There is some of us that would like a better life, that we like to be a professional in life, make our family proud, and also pay back what this country have gave to you.